Surprise, episode 31 of Soccerholics podcast. Surprise! With João and
Roberto.
Yes. Hey, by the way, before we jump right in to our emergency podcast episode, after immediately following the semifinals, surprise, I would say.
Yep.
And I was, and then we were just talking about it. I was cracking up because I finished, and we just recorded a pod on Tuesday. We were a weekly podcast, so this is a very special for you guys.
This is
To hear our voices again. Listen,
twice in 1 week. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Twice in 1 week. That's crazy.
And we had to talk about it because it's insane. But I was cracking up because I was walking my dog and listening to you be like, France is gonna win it. France is gonna do it. France.
Yeah.
By the way, and I have not been good at this prediction game at all. We have that game, and I'm like, I think I'm pretty bottom of the leaderboard there. Well. But on that same pod, Tuesday's pod, I said Argentina was going to win. I actually, I don't think I ended up saying a score, which is funny because my brain is always rattling on. I never actually got to the score, so I saved myself there. But I did predict a few things. I predicted the scrappy, chippy, many times where the players will go at it. I predicted cards. There'll be cards. And I also predicted, even though I didn't do that in the game, I had England taking it, but winning. I had Argentina. I had Argentina winning in the pod. I actually forgot about that, and I'm listening to myself, and I surprised my own self. I'm like, oh, good job, João. I'm impressed with you.
We'll get to Argentina in a minute. I want to talk about France, Spain before I go off on.
Let's start it. If you're living under a rock, the semifinals just finished up yesterday. So there was a game Wednesday. We did our pod on Tuesday.
Yep.
We had all our wrong predictions.
100% incorrect predictions. Well, at least for me. I mean, you got the Argentina one.
I definitely had France. This is like before the competition, we all had.
Yeah,
it was either Spain or France, and I picked France. So France played. Gosh darn it! Oh yeah, so it was that same day actually. I thought it was Wednesday. Thursday. But so France played Spain. Very typical game of footy for me. Spain ended up taking it 2-0 in regulation time. Did not go into extra time. There was no crazy thing. They somehow stopped Mbappe, stopped the Dembeles, stopped the Elises from scoring.
Yeah, it was crazy. They were basically absent. Like Elise, I don't even think I heard his name once during the game. It was like they completely neutralized him. And it wasn't like, I mean, Mbappe said some stuff after the game about, how Didier Deschamps and the tactics and whatever, but it just seemed like they had no answer for anything. Like they just had a really, really, really difficult time doing anything with the ball. I don't know what it is that Spain did. I think maybe France was trying something that they thought maybe they picked up on film or something, but it just looked like a completely different team. They had a hard time moving the ball. They had a hard time like getting into the box. It just seemed like nothing worked for them. And it was frustrating to watch. As somebody that picked France to be one of the winners, that was a difficult game to watch because I was expecting them to come out, put up 2 real quick and then just kind of coast through, and it didn't even come anywhere close to that. I mean, Spain put up 2, but not France. Yeah, it was crazy.
They played a better game. I mean, they had. This was the question we had was, you had France, who's been completely and absolutely maybe the most consistent team throughout the entire competition.
Absolutely,
bagging goals in every game. Where all the other big teams kind of had their struggle moments. Argentina struggled in every single game, and here was France seemingly coasting through the entire thing, and it was. Again, my prediction of them taking it, the whole thing, it seemed to be that way throughout the what do you call it, the competition. I was surprised. I mean, again, I thought it was going to be a hard-fought game. I thought there were going to be more goals because I thought they were both going to go at it. But
so did I.
Spain was the better team. They played. They were, like you said, they neutralized France. It's the first game where France did not score.
Yeah, all that speed on that team, and you would think they didn't have any. And Spain really is not a fast team.
Oh.
I mean, they got Nico Williams, they got Yamal, but
Yeah.
the rest of the team is not fast.
Yeah.
And they just completely shut all those speedsters down on France. It's crazy. But I want to get your opinion on this. So the first goal was a penalty. What did you think watching that? Like, I'm sure you've seen the replay. The foul.
It was the karate kick. He's looking up at the ball. Yep. He's turning, and then Yamal's, just like in any situation, he's waiting for the contact. He gets the contact, and then does that.
Yeah, to me, it seemed like he was already bracing for the kick. Oh, yeah. He knew it was going to come.
They all do that. I mean, that's like part of the game plan always. Yeah.
But see, this is me being devil's advocate, because I've watched that replay multiple times. I don't know if VAR looked at it. Did VAR look at it? They had to have.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, they did when back and forth and back and forth. Yes, they did look at it. Yes.
So now this referee didn't make the list, but if this were me, when I look at this in slow motion, and I'm sure people listening are going to be like, you're an idiot, you're stupid, you don't know the game. But to me, it looked like the ball hit Yamal's arm. Now, he had it tucked in, but it looked like the ball hit his arm before Digne kicked him. Now, in a situation like that, let's say his arm was outstretched.
Yeah.
The ball hits his arm, and then he kicks him. Is that still a foul? Or is it a handball first?
Yeah, no, it's tough. I don't recall I got to look at it again. I don't recall the handball bit.
It was more of an arm ball. I wouldn't call it a handball. It wasn't like I said. He was
probably natural position.
Yeah, I would say that it was a natural position, so it wouldn't have been a handball. But also, it was like he went in 100% to initiate the contact because he knew what was going to happen. Yeah. So he was kind of living on the edge there. But, living on the edge. Exactly. Some people play it smarter than others, and obviously he knew what he was doing. He saw what was happening. He knew that they were going to get the penalty out of that.
Yeah.
He knew exactly that they were right inside the box, too.
I think it was penalty. It's an unfortunate one, too, because I don't think it was remotely intentional.
Oh, 100%.
Didn't see Yamal there, and then went to go kick the ball. And that's it, but he just happened to kick him. But Yamal was, he was placed well, and again, he knew what he was doing in that situation.
And here's another thing. I've been thinking about this too. Let's say that Digne realizes that Yamal is there, and he doesn't go through with the kick. Then the ball is going to hit Yamal's arm, which won't be called a handball, and he's going to take possession of that ball, and he's going to at least get a shot off. He might have been successful, especially based on where they were positioned. And I don't think there was anybody in between the two of them and the goal. You know what I mean? And if Digne, if he doesn't go through with the kick, he's like standing on one foot, not ready to pursue him. And Yamal probably would have scored there.
Yeah.
So God, that play that took a lot of like a high IQ and a little bit of risk because he could have got kicked in the face.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah.
I say it was a penalty. I think it was a PK.
I say it was too.
I didn't think anything was off in this game, other than
France as a team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's just maybe they're tired. Like they just didn't have it all in. Like it's. It wasn't like it was a hard fought game. Just again, Spain played better. Rodri was amazing. In the midfield. I mean, Yamal played, amazing. Had little flicks and tricks, and they did all their thing. Yeah. But yeah, I was a little shocked though. I did imagine a France moving forward. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't think France was. I don't think they were tired. I think they just got outplayed.
Yeah, I think they did.
I think that's really, really what it was. And that obviously that first goal, because that was 22 minutes in, that completely changed the game after that. And they were chasing a goal the entire time and just couldn't get it. Yeah. Because I was looking at like the stats. They actually outperformed. They had the same amount of total shots. France had 3 shots on target to Spain's 2. And they had 19 touches in the Spain box, while Spain only had 13 touches in the French box. So,
yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Poro scores in the 58th minute, pretty much kills the game at that point. Pretty clean game, 3 cards. To the French, to the French, and 1 to the Espanians. Spain moves forward. We'll see them on Sunday.
Yep.
Sábado. And then we'll see France in the third place game on Saturday.
That no one's gonna watch.
That no one's gonna. I'll watch it.
I'll watch it too, but
I think close out the World Cup, and
I think they need to get rid of it.
I agree. It's fizzled. It's done.
Yeah, it's pointless. I mean, yes, they'll get a third place medal, I think, but let the players go back to their clubs. Yeah. You know what I mean? They've been gone for a month and some change. Let them go back to their clubs. They already lost the semifinal.
Go home, man.
Yeah, nobody wants to play that. Let them go home to their clubs. So they can get ready for the.
You're going with your broken heart. I would say maybe like the. No, I think that both teams would be playing. It's going to be England, France, right? And then that'll be kind of fun. It'll be fun.
They're not really,
but they're not going to go in this.
They don't care.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I'm deflated at that point.
Yep. That's why they need to get rid of it.
From the coaching staff down to the player, you're deflated. Yep. You just lost. You're out.
And now Zinedine Zidane is going to take over for France. So Didier Deschamps, he's just a lame duck, like in the best, worst sense of the word.
That was my choice. He said before the competition that he was leaving. It wasn't France out. They're sacking this guy. He's done.
Yeah.
And he's been the most successful French coach.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And he's responsible ultimately for both of the World Cups that they got. He was the captain of the '98 team, and then he was the manager when they won it in 2018. Yeah. So what more can you ask for? So I mean it just sucks that he's not going out on top, but
no, absolutely. And again, no real controversies that I can think of on that.
I think that penalty, which obviously was a penalty, that was probably the only thing. I can't think of a single other event in that game.
But I thought that was a penalty, though. I didn't think it was a weird call by any means. I mean, again, I think it was controlled, and he knew he played it smart, and he played it smart, and he's in the box, and he got closer to the player and knew that he was going to get. He was waiting for the contact, and he got it and hit the ground. I mean,
got it.
Sadly, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. Get your goals. Goals wins games. Goals wins games.
This is true. This is true.
Let's go into it. England, Argentina.
Man.
Thoughts.
So I think this game probably should have started off with a red card. There was seriously, I don't know if it was Gordon, but it was that Enzo Fernandez guy. He just came in. I think it was Gordon. Like hits him in the back of his head.
Oh yeah.
With like his wrist forearm area. Ref doesn't call anything. Doesn't see anything. Yeah. That to me should have been an automatic red card. Then the ref just kept going like on, and it was like nothing was happening. There was the first yellow wasn't given until the 37th minute, and it was to an English player. I was like, what game are you watching? There's a picture. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm probably gonna post it on the socials. And I don't want people to think I'm an Argentina hater. I just think they get a lot of stuff. Messi has Jude Bellingham in a freaking headlock. Remember when he fell on him, like out, like on the touchline or the goal line? Yeah, he had him in like a headlock.
Yes,
and I'm like, come on now, like seriously, is this what we're doing? And there was just a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, Argentina played well. I think England played well for the first like 75 minutes. They played really well, and then all of a sudden, I guess they thought they were in it, and then they just kind of gave up. I don't know.
It's a little bit of a I mean, like I watched this one with my daughter. And we cheered when Anthony Gordon scored a really great goal. We cheered as if we were English ourselves, and it felt weird to be that celebratory about an English team for me, but it was great. And I have an Argentina buddy, and I hit it, and they're also a Barcelona fan, and I was like, at least here, on the bright side, at least he was signed for Barca, Barca, this season. So it didn't last long, Rob.
It did not
last long. I was hoping for a little bit more of a struggle, but you're right that you saw exactly what you saw, and what's funny too is like usually when these England games happen and England fails. They pick a player or players and they just dump on them forever.
Yep.
This time, I don't know if it was this German coach situation or what, but this time they from what I've seen on the internet, Tuchel is getting all the blame here, and I feel it too, and I actually kind of agree with it because there was sort of a little bit of a parking the bus situation
Yeah.
where they
Yep.
were trying to protect that one goal lead, which is I think the stupidest thing you can possibly think of to do with
Yep.
Argentina. Think about how every single game went. This team does not, get ignited. The switch does not flip on until they
Yep.
are in trouble. All of a sudden,
Yep.
it's like Messi's board is shart during the
Yep.
game until they're down one or two, and
Yep.
then all of a sudden Argentina's like, just go at it, go at it, go, and that's
Yep.
what we saw. We just, eventually it was going to go in, and it
Yeah, of
did.
course. Yep.
Fernandez, I think it was Enzo, right? Was he had
The first one, yeah.
yeah,
It was like
yeah,
outside the box. Like that was that crazy
yeah,
shot. Yeah.
tied it up, really crazy shots, and then a Martinez goal in the 90th minute to seal
Yeah.
the deal. I was hoping for a extra time. I felt like it was because I thought, okay, let them get the extra time, and then England will go nuts. Like
Yeah.
we need to be an attacking football team.
Yep.
But no, they played out. They played out extra time, and they lost because of it. And I
So
do think that's on coach. That's
yeah,
on
they
coach.
got
He
he
brought
got
in, what's that big guy's name? Dan Burns.
Dan Burn. First he brought in Konza. Why would you?
Yeah,
He brought him in and took out Gordon.
that's what I'm
He
saying.
scored your only
It was
goal. Why would you
defensive.
do that? Like,
It was defensive minded. Like, we're going to protect this goal.
listen, I don't know much about the tactics of the game. I know a little bit from the books that because I've never played, but I can tell you what I am really.
4-year-old could be like, no, what are you
Yes,
doing? You
listen,
don't protect the goal. What are you
listen.
doing?
Yes,
You attack.
if I'm playing somebody and I'm up 1-0 in FIFA, please believe I am not subbing a freaking a forward for a defender. It's never going to happen. I'm going to keep
Not
attacking
your
the
goal
goal.
scorer either.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Because as long as I have the ball,
It was
that's
stupid.
preventing you from scoring.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just seems like it. I don't know. That's just kind of basic.
And it was right at the end of the game. Like, yeah, so it's like
Yeah,
Gordon
so
scored in the 55th minute.
Yep.
And then, he brought on, it took
Konza,
Gordon
and
out
that's
20 minutes later in the
yep,
72nd minute.
yep,
So much football is
yep.
happening.
Yeah,
That's 20 minutes.
that's crazy.
You're going to
That's
protect the goal for
crazy.
20 minutes, and then you got Dan Burns coming in the 80, like, and then took O'Reilly out, another attacking player in the 82nd minute. Oh no, he put O'Reilly in for Rice. Okay,
You put
so
Riley
he
in,
did
yeah.
put it in attacking, and then I was excited, but just too late, too late. He brought in Ivan Toney and Rashford
Yep,
after
yep,
they conceded the goal to be
yep.
behind,
And
and
that's too late at that
way
point.
too late. It was
And
like
so
5 minutes of extra time.
I sent you a message, and I was like, Argentina's going to get a penalty. And I think like not even a couple of minutes after I sent that, they scored. And I
Yeah,
was just like, me and my wife were downstairs, watching TV, watching the game. And as soon as they scored that goal, I was like, let's just go to bed. I was like, that's it. I don't even want to see anymore. Let's just go to bed. And after Fernandez scored that goal, he started doing the little Messi celebration. And doesn't he still play for Chelsea? It was just like, I don't know, they became deflated. The only person that was happy that wasn't a Argentina or England fan was freaking Infantino. I mean, they wouldn't cut to him, but you can just tell, for a fact that he was happy that they were able to get that goal to take the lead.
yeah.
And now Messi's on the cusp, and all these Argentina players too, is on the cusp of winning back-to-back World Cups. If Spain doesn't find a way to win, this will completely solidify his legacy forever. Like, he will forever be better than Ronaldo. Or people already think that because he's got a World Cup already. But this will be it. But I think there's so much help that they got from FIFA. I'm telling you, if you watch that game again, just watch the highlights, just watch the fouls. That right there should be enough. And all the jaw jacking that they were doing, and I don't know. It was
That's
just
how they play. That's how they play.
and
It's a South American thing. You wouldn't understand, Rob.
the thing that really pissed me off, the referee from last night, he's on the list. I put him on the list, and the
He's
upsetting
American.
part,
He's
he's an American,
Yeah.
and he's on the list now. I had to put him on the list. I could not put him on the list. He had to go on the list.
See, there's for me the only thing was when the game ended. I went. This was the cleanest game of an Argentina game in this competition so far. That's the way that's how it ended for me. And I was thinking, wow, like I was thinking like I couldn't really think of anything that was just kind of weird. Like the Egypt game was weird, right?
Yeah.
The Ivory Coast game was weird. The Switzerland game was weird. The red card, like every game was weird. This one to me was almost also another, like high stakes standard game of football. That's the way I saw it. Except there was one moment that it's when Messi's coming back from offside position. He gets past the ball, and then that's when he assisted the Martinez goal for the second goal. I don't know if that was looked at as an offside. So I think about like the Egypt game. Quick. I think about all these like VAR moments where they go and they rewind the tape for 20 minutes, to make sure everything was up and up like that. There's like I don't recall them actually even like looking at that for a second because
the commentators
I sent you. I saw a reel about it. I'm like, oh, you know what? That's right. That kind of goes on. And I recorded. By the way, I recorded the game in case there was anything weird. I was looking.
So you can go back.
So I did this morning, and I sent you a screenshot. I don't know if you got your text yet, but
no, I saw it. Yeah,
I couldn't do the line perfectly, so you can't really tell. But if you remove the line, it kind of he's coming back from an offside position, and I think when he gets the ball past to him. I don't think. But I don't think he was onside at that.
I said that to my wife last night.
Yeah.
And then the goal stood, so I was like, okay, they must, because they will look at every goal. But
I don't remember a whole we got to look at this. And they didn't do the digital thing with the scan. They didn't do any of that. It was just like goal. And I do remember it was my daughter and I were watching it, and I was like, "Well, let's see," and then they just never went to it. So that was the only kind of weird thing. But you had all these other goals kind of scrutinized like crazy. But in this particular case, I don't recall them even mentioning it.
Argentina didn't have a single VAR call against them so far this whole term. Seriously, they haven't had one that's gone against them. And then they have a higher foul per yellow card ratio than every other team in the tournament. So they'll commit like 14 fouls before they get their first yellow. Everybody else is like around 9.
Yeah.
So it's
I
don't know. Like I said, I'm not a Messi hater, or I'm not an Argentina hater, whatever. The other thing, it happened after the game. So this will tell you how serious FIFA is. They pulled out a banner after the game that said Malvinas. What is it? My Spanish is terrible. It's like Malvinas son Argentinos, meaning the Falkland Islands are Argentinian. And I know Otamendi was one of the people that's holding it. I don't know who the other player was, but they should technically be suspended for the next game for doing that. I mean, FIFA was coming down hard on people holding the pre-revolutionary flag for Iran. They were coming down on people holding Palestinian flags.
Well, there's a rule. There's a rule.
There's a rule.
There's no politics in
it's black and white.
There's not enough space for politics in the with FIFA. So
especially
security for it and all that stuff. Yeah.
So those two players should be suspended for the final, but it probably won't happen.
Yeah,
the president of Argentina will probably call,
unless there's enough stink about it. Maybe
I don't think there will be.
Maybe not. Yeah,
because I haven't heard any stink about it other than seeing something that I saw on the news today. Real quick, it wasn't even on the news. I saw this on Instagram. So
nutty.
I don't know. We'll see. But final,
right,
on Sunday.
Sunday.
Who do you got?
Oh, Jesus. All right. So, and like I always say in every pod, if I'm ever at the store doing a beer run or something, I end up talking to anybody who talked to me about the World Cup. So the lady was like, the lady who was ringing me up, they're like, and everything's good with you, she's ringing, they try to have a conversation. And I'm like, the World Cup's almost over. And the guy next to me was talking about the England France or the Argentina Spain game, and I told him, he asked me, he said to me, who do you think, Spain or Argentina? And without thinking about it, I said Argentina.
Oh wow! Okay.
And so I'm gonna stick with that only because of what I've seen. That they're fighters to the end. They have a little bit of luck, quotes, on their side.
They have a lot of luck.
I think obviously Spain is a smart team. They slept through the entire World Cup.
Yeah.
It did. I mean, like it just seemed to be
You're
like
right.
like every game was like 1-0. They're like,
Yep.
we'll score a goal later in the competition.
Yep.
They're like I think their first game was like 0-0, and then I think it was like 0-1. So like
Yep.
and so they are a sleeping giant in this competition. They were obviously a favorite with France, either France or Spain.
Yep.
I think they will be dangerous. I think they will. There will be goals, but I think Argentina has shown that when they're in trouble, the team is united.
Yeah.
This is something they look like a band of brothers.
Yeah.
No
Yep.
matter if you look at these guys and go, I hate these guys, I don't want to see them win again. If you look at them, they trust each other.
Yeah.
They're together. The coach every time he doesn't cheer and jump around and freak out every time they score a goal. What does he do? He cries every time they
Yeah.
score.
Yeah.
He's like he can't believe that these guys are doing this.
Yep.
That's the way he's looking at this. So I think that they have this passion. I don't think it's Yamel's time. I think his time's coming,
Hmm.
but I don't think he's gonna walk away with a World Cup win at 19 years old.
So
Thoughts? So
I will
Argentina
say
wins,
this.
and then if I can add, because I always forget to add the score line.
Yeah.
I think Argentina wins in extra time. I want to
Okay.
say also like a 2-1 situation. Argentina take
Okay.
it. They steal the game. They snatch the game before it goes into penalties.
So I will say this. I don't really have any skin in the game. But
I don't have a
as
horse in this race.
as a
Wait, but if you don't have the skin in the game and a horse in
well,
this,
I do
why?
actually,
Why? No,
sort
I'm
of.
saying. I was going to say though is why is every game like the most like I'm like I was like nervous
Yeah, yeah.
before the England Argentina. Why? You know.
Well, I think because deep down, no one wanted either one of them to win.
Yeah, that's
Because, like I
it.
mentioned on the last episode, if England were to win the World Cup, we would never hear the end of it. For like the next 80 years, they'd be
It's
talking about
not coming
it. Yeah,
home.
it's not
It's
coming home.
not coming home.
So I will say this: Germany is my second team, because of my wife, and Germans are in a hard spot right now because they don't want Argentina to win because they see how much Argentina has seen the benefits of weird calls and just weird situations in games. But also they don't want Spain to win because Mark Cucurella did that handball in the box in Stuttgart in the Euro final, and Germany got knocked out by Spain. So I think ultimately, I think it's going to be a tough game. I think Argentina obviously has an advantage,
Yeah.
but I think if I was putting money on it, I'd probably put money on Argentina. But deep down, I think I would rather see, just based on everything that's happened during the tournament, I'd rather see Spain win it.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
really
My,
would.
my answer
Yeah,
wasn't what would I rather see. I'm just
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
But I think Argentina is
what
going
are
to win it.
you? Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So you do. So you're going with Argentina too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to win it. Yeah.
Back to back.
Yep. And I
Back to
think
back.
there's only been one other team that's done that, right?
Uh,
Brazil.
I was just gonna say I think that's on the hat that I'm wearing here.
Yeah, yeah.
Right here.
Well, that's if you don't count Uruguay's the Olympic ones that they got that FIFA recognizes as the World Championship. That's why they have 4 stars.
The
So
Maracana. Too
yeah,
soon. Too soon.
too soon. That was like 100 years ago.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh
So
boy.
I mean, I think it'll be interesting. So next week, I'm not going to be working. I took all of next week off.
What?
Yeah, just because I need it for like my mental health.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Talked
I
about
am going to
mental health
do
with me.
I'm going to do a World Cup post mortem. I'm going to write up something, and I might post it. We'll see,
Do a
depending on how
video.
long it is.
Do a video. Write it. Write
Yeah,
it, and then
I might
preach it,
have to
Rob.
because I think there's a lot of things
The
that we've
internet needs to
learned.
see that face, that mug right there, right
Yeah,
there,
or it might be a
right
faceless
there.
video. There might just be images, but not of me.
Yeah,
Because I think there's a lot of things that happen in this World Cup, not necessarily bad things, but there's just some things that happen that need to be like looked at, improved on, or changed. And I don't know. There's just a lot of things that I saw that probably either I thought they could have did it in a different way. Like this halftime show thing is kind of pissing me off. It hasn't even happened yet. but this thing's like it's because
Bieber at the FIFA World Cup halftime show. Like
like they're messing with their own.
Speed's going to be performing.
Right? Like they're messing with their own rules and bylaws.
I swear to God, if Speed holds the trophy, I'm gonna quit the FIFA World Cup.
Oh no, there's gonna be somebody.
If he's the new Salt Bay. I told you, I've been calling it. He's the new Salt Bay.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not gonna go
Salt
that far.
Bay. Touching the trophy.
Yeah,
kissing
he's
the
not
trophy,
gonna. After that happened with Salt Bay, they're not gonna allow that to happen. But the trophy presentation is going to be interesting because it's going to piss a lot of people off. I don't even know what they have planned for it, but it's going to piss a lot of people off. I do know that much, just because there's people in our country that love to put themselves at the center of attention. So, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, after this game, I'm gonna be glad that we're going back to the league season.
Yeah,
I really am. I'm so looking forward to it.
Me too.
Hopefully, Stuttgart doesn't get ripped apart. But,
and I told you, talk about mental health. After this weekend, it's just going to be the World Cup is finally over.
Yep.
Starting fresh Monday.
Yep.
I'm gonna go dry João.
For how long?
I don't know.
Oh wow.
I don't know. Wherever the wind takes me.
Yeah.
The wind takes, and if it takes me to a soccer
if it takes you to a liquor store, then
I'm way too lazy to go to the liquor store. I do Target. Curbside pickups. What I was gonna say is I might be okay with it if I go to like a game, And you and I got the heated competition.
Yes, we do.
We got a heated competition, so we're gonna see. I got 9 games on me, guys.
You got 9 games? Yeah, you're right. You are correct.
If you're just tuning in, correct. Right? Shame on you. But we got a heated competition where who can go to the most games in 2026, and I got 9 games, and he's in Rob's got.
I'm sitting at 6. 6 right now. I'm sitting at 6.
Granted, all 6 of your games have been much cooler than the U.S. No, you're going to Rob. Yeah, also tuning in. Rob's in Germany. I'm in Los Angeles, so he gets a lot of cooler. I got MLS and USL. No knock on them. But you are seeing a little bit of
yeah, but my last game was a Germany 5th division game,
which is probably MLS. Except for the superstars that are coming, at the end of their careers coming over. It's probably about the same quality wise.
Yep, Lewandowski's about to come. He's going to Chicago, right?
Chicago, yeah. And Mueller is over.
Yep, he's still at Vancouver.
Obviously Messi in Miami. I'm still waiting for.
Is Marco Royce? Is he still at LAFC or not LAFC? LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he is.
I don't know. But I don't follow Galaxy much.
Good. As an LAFC fan, you shouldn't.
No, God. I have been there though many times. Just like every other LAFC fan, there was at some point there wasn't an LAFC, and all of us, don't lie, I know you're listening to this, we're all Galaxy fans.
At some point,
but that drive to Carson sucks.
But that's the same thing with NYCFC fans. At some point, you were following the Red Bulls.
Yeah, you need footy.
Yep.
Oh boy. Yeah, so the third place game is Saturday the 18th at 2 p.m. PST, England versus France. That'll be a fun game of football. Yep. We'll see who gets the third place game. I see a lot of goals happening. I see France taking it. And we already... Did we talk about our guest there?
No, we didn't. Because that's the thing, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about... I hate to say that. Soccerholics will care.
Yeah,
but the majority of people, I would be surprised if the stadium is sold out. To be honest,
I don't know. And then on Sunday, sábado. I think that's Sunday, right?
I think that's Saturday.
It might be.
I think Domingo is Sunday, right? Yeah, Domingo is Sunday.
Domingo. At 12 p.m. PST, España versus Argentina, World Cup final, and then Monday. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, nothing. Oh, we get the Europa. Things are, the normal footy life is coming back.
It's slowly coming back. Yeah.
We wanted to just drop an emergency podcast before the final, and then on Tuesday we will drop our thoughts on the third place and World Cup final.
And the final, yeah.
All right,
man. It's crazy. We were thinking about this and anticipating this for so long.
Yeah, that's gone.
We're still in it, but there's 2 more games left out of the 104, which is just crazy to me.
It's absolutely bonkers. We used to count down. I remember us saying things like 112 days until the World Cup.
And now
here we are, 2 games left.
That quick. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's unbelievable. God.
But the Euros are in 2 years.
Yeah.
Copa America's in 2 years. I think the Gold Cup is in 2 years.
Yeah.
So
did you say the Women's World Cup
is next year in Brazil?
Sexist bastard.
Yep. They are next year.
You didn't even mention them. You sexist bastard.
I mentioned it like multiple times on the podcast before. Multiple times.
I kid with love. I'm very excited about it. Actually, I am. I'm excited to get my life back. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yes. It's almost over.
It is. It's right around the corner.
Come on. All right. Episode 31 in the bag. In the bag. Quick short episode for you guys. Thank you guys for listening. We hope your teams win, unless they're playing ours. We'll see you next week. Vamos a España!